Hi everyone, sorry I couldn't be there for the spotlight. I am doing a Masters of Social Work and I think that it's a really important part of the climate change movement because there are all sorts of environmental scientists out there, engineers, everything under the sun who are working on this, but I think that one of the biggest gaps is in social work, and I think that we have an important role to play here because innovation can only take us so far. I want to see where social workers who are really good at bringing communities together and showing individuals the resources within their community, where can we start talking about resistance and not just dealing with the symptoms and working on stopping what could possibly be the future. And finally, with the help of Dorothy Scott, who has been a big champion for me and has really helped me out, and I really want to thank her. She has allowed me the opportunity to start the conversation within the Masters of Social Work course and bringing that into continued professional development for Australian social workers. And I'm planning to have my seminar series talk about and start the discussion about that exact role and where we're adapting in the future personally as professionals and how we're going to be assisting the people that we work with, often already very vulnerable people, and communities about what they can do to build that resilience for the future. I'm really interested in pioneering that and being a voice within that movement for the social implications of climate change. I have 4 broad topics that I'm hoping to discuss in this webinar. The first is about the healthcare sector and the role of social work and climate change. I've decided on that because I think something like 7% of emissions in Victoria come from the Victorian healthcare sector, and I think that that's a huge part of where social workers work. It's in the healthcare sector, it's dealing with things like climate anxiety, it's also dealing with things like pollution and how that's affecting people. I've also decided to focus on climate migration and disaster displacement because, again, social workers are also dealing with the symptoms of this. We're dealing with already refugees and new migrants and asylum seekers, but we're not talking about how that's going to change in the future, even locally within the Northern Territory, where extreme heat is becoming a bigger and bigger issue, where people may have to move in the near future, or even if it's small island nations, we're not sure exactly what's going to happen, but where are these people going to go? Are they going to come to Australia, and what's the role of social workers in that field? I think it's huge, and I think it's something that we need to talk about, and that's what I'm hoping to bring. And it's not going to be a huge force of education on somebody, but just to start the conversations with people, just to start building that community of people who are interested in these kind of things and get the ball rolling from there.